Hello and welcome to another flow with me. For those who don't know me yet, my name is Lillian. I'm really happy and grateful that you decided to join me on the mat today. And today we are doing a morning energizing flow. So we're going to move our body, we're going to awaken our energy. So we're going to flow a little bit in this beautiful space here. And we're going to work with the energy of grounding. As we have all the trees, I wanted to bring that energy with us today, like grounding into our roots and then growing from there. All you need is yourself, your mat. If you have a block, feel free to have it next to you to use it at any point. I'll always try and guide you through different variations of the asanas, of the different poses that we go to. So you know your body best. Try to decide your level for today. Every day is different. Listen to yourself, listen to your body, listen to what it needs. And with that said, I would say, let's begin. So to start, we're just going to start in a seated position where you can feel both seating bones on the ground, where you can lengthen your spine. You can also kneel if you like. Just find a position where your spine can grow long, where you can feel a stable position within yourself, where you can sit for a couple of breaths. Try to relax your shoulders down, maybe release your hands over your thighs. If you want, you can close your eyes here and just start to take a couple of deep breaths through the nose. And use that breath of yours to arrive in the present moment here. To let go of any thoughts from last night, from this morning, anything that might enter your mind. There's nothing that needs to happen right now, and nothing that needs to be done, that needs to be thought of. This moment right now is just for you. And with every breath, with every inhale, feel that rising of energy. Imagine little roots coming out of your seating bones, out of the parts of your body that feel the earth below, grounding you down, giving you connection to the Mother Earth, to yourself. We let those roots grow deep down to give us stability. With every inhale, you then also feel that growing, that rising up towards the sky. We feel the length in our spine, we feel the crown of our head reaching up. I'm just really imagining those two polarities here, those two directions, grounding down and rising up, becoming light. Really tuning in with yourself here, feeling the body. And maybe there's intention that you want to set for this practice for yourself today. Maybe it is finding that sweet balance between the grounding and the finding lightness, the rising up. Maybe it's something different. Just try to find something that is precious to you this morning. And once you're ready, once you found something, take a deep breath in, take both of your hands in front of your heart. If you want to close in this intention of yours, you can bow down. And to begin our practice, to begin the movement, we're first going to release our left hand down onto the mat, right arm reaches up. You feel that rising again, and with our next exhale, we're slowly going to come to that left side of ours, feeling both seating bones still on the ground here. Feeling the length, breathing into the right side of your rib cage. Enjoying that stretch here. right back up to center. Deep inhale and come towards the other side. You reach left hand up, finding length, and with our exhale, we're slowly bending to the right side, maybe even looking up towards the sky. Once again, feeling both seating bones on the ground, feeling the space that's created in the left side of our rib cage, allowing our body to breathe, to take up space. All the way back to center. One more time towards the other side. We reach the right arm up. Exhale, we come to the side. And this time, first I want you to look up. And on your exhale, I want you to round your spine and slowly get your chest towards that left thigh. Inhale, we reach up. And exhale, we round the spine. 2 more times. Deep inhale. And exhale. And right, try to really feel into that space, into the change of motion, the change of direction of breath, maybe even. Coming all the way back to center. Transitioning towards the other side. Deep inhale here. Exhale. Opening up, looking up. And with your next exhale, rounding the spine, coming with your chest towards the right thigh. Deep inhale, open up. And exhale. Deep inhale, we open. And exhale, we round the spine. We stay for a breath here. We feel into that feeling in the upper back. Coming all the way back up. Back to center. And from here, we're going to transition into our all-fours position, trying to keep the shoulders above the wrists, the hips above the knees. Inviting our cat and cow movement to gently waken up our spine here. On every inhale, we let the chest, the belly drop down. Exhale, round the spine. Deep inhale, try to really feel every single vertebra moving here. From the back of the tailbone all the way to the top of the spine. Move with your own breath, with your own rhythm. One last time. And from here we find our way back to a neutral position. Once you feel stable, you can start to lift your right foot off the ground, push it towards the back of the mat, flex your foot. Try to find your balance, your option to stay like this or option to slowly reach the left hand in front of you. Trying to really find that balance, trying to keep the hips aligned parallel to the ground. Slow breath here. On your next exhale, slowly take both knee and elbow towards the center. Inhale, we find length. Exhale, we round the spine. Inhale, we expand. I'm going to try and weave in that image of the tree into our different asanas from time to time, inviting you to imagine the roots coming from your knee, from the hand, into the ground, giving you strength and stability. And our right foot and left arm being the branches of the tree that can weave in the wind, that can move, expand. Next time we're in expansion, we're gonna try and stay here. Slow breath. Deep breath. 2 options to move on. You can either release the back foot down, or you can keep it up if you want a little bit more of a challenge. Take the left arm towards your side. Deep inhale, we open up. And exhale, we release the left shoulder down. Try to really balance here. Once again, you can keep your foot down if you like to have a little bit more stability. And just breathe into that twist here. Slowly coming all the way back up. Both hands onto the ground. Now we're going to flip with our knee towards the side. So the back the shin is looking towards the back, we start to open up here. Variation of a side plank, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. You can stay like this. Option to lift that right foot off the ground again. Feel the stability. Try to really stack your hips on top of each other, creating one long line. And from here, we're slowly gonna bend our elbow and our knee and find length. Exhale, we come to center. Inhale, we find length. Just 2 more times like this. We slowly come all the way back to the middle, release the back foot down onto the mat, and lift the left knee close toward the chest. Try to hold here for 1 breath. And slowly step that left foot in between both hands, releasing the back knee down. Next inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky, let your hips sink down, crescent lunge. Slow breath here. Deep breath. On your next exhale, release the hands towards the ground and push the hips back, left foot flexes. Gonna come into a little bit of a moving sequence here. Deep inhale, we come all the way up, we rise. Exhale, we find that grounding. We bow down into our half split. Deep inhale, we open up, we find that length, that growth. And exhale, we push back. One last time, we open up. Exhale, we take that right hand down, we come into our easy twist. Exhale, both hands down. Lift the back knee off the ground, step back, plank position. From here, we're gonna lower gently and slowly all the way down onto the ground. Option to keep the knees onto the mat. Option to lift the knees off the ground. Next inhale, roll the shoulders back, open up, baby cobra. Option to lift the hands off the mat. And exhale, come all the way back down, push back, child's pose for 1 deep breath. Really find that release, take the time to tune into your body, see if you can feel a difference between the left side and the right side. And slowly come all the way back to all fours and start to come into preparation for the other side. So, to start off with, we find a stable position, we find a neutral spine, we start to lift the left foot all the way towards the back, find our strength, stability here, core is engaged. Option to stay here, option to reach the right head towards the front. Exhale, knee and elbow come close towards the center. Inhale, we expand. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, finding length. Moving with your on breath here. Really feel the muscles working, stability and strength in the right leg, the left arm, your core, and that freedom of movement in your right arm, the left leg. One more time, come close. We find length. Option to stay up here or to make it a little bit more stable, releasing the left foot down to the mat. Taking our right arm towards the side, deep inhale, we open up. Exhale, we come all the way down onto that shoulder, releasing down, breathing into that twist. Foot can be high or low. Slow breath here. Deep breath. And slowly coming all the way back to center. From here, we're going to pivot towards the right hand, the right leg, flipping over, opening up. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me from the front. Option to keep the foot low, or option to lift that left leg up. Maybe even looking up towards the sky, finding that stability, finding that stacking motion off the hip, imagining a wall behind you and in front of you, really tuning you into position. From here, we're going to come into a little movement again. Exhale, knee and elbow try to meet. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, we come close. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And you can see we're doing a lot of balancing poses today. You always need a stable base in order for the rest of the body to be free. Last time, we're going to stay in the length. Slowly take our hand all the way back, pivot back down. Release the back foot down onto the ground. Lift the knee close to the chest, engage the core, hold here for a second. And then slowly step with your right foot in between the hands, releasing the back knee down. All the way up. Low lunge here, we reach up, we find that length. Exhale, releasing your hands down, push back, flex the right foot. And inhale, we rise. Exhale, we ground. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we push back, we find length in our right hamstring. One last time, we rise up. Exhale, releasing the left hand down towards the ground, reach up, easy twist here. Slowly take both hands down onto the ground, lift the back knee off the ground, step back, plank pose. From here, option, knees can be down, knees can be up. Tuck the elbows in, release all the way down onto the mat. Inhale, we roll up, baby cobra. Maybe lift the hands off the mat, engage the lower back, and exhale, push back. Child's pose here, deep breath, good job. Using this asana to tune in, to feel the body. How's the body feeling right now? Feel a balance between both sides. Do you feel an opening space that's created? Just try to see if there's any sensation that you can tune into right now. Next inhale, we round the spine, we come all the way back into all fours. I'm just going to turn around again. Extending the right leg all the way towards the back. Left arm reaches in front. Gonna come towards center one time by an expansion. Releasing the left hand down straight away and then pivoting towards our side plank variation here once again. Option, coming towards the knee and elbow one more time. Option to stay like this, or option to try and grab that foot, pushing the foot into the hand, opening up the chest. Taking one breath here, slow breath. Once again, finding balance again. Taking that right foot down onto the ground, and then slowly starting to lift that left knee off the mat and in front of you, opening up into our fallen triangle pose. Feeling that engagement of the side of the core, feeling that 3-point stand in the ground, allowing your right arm to reach up to rise. On your next exhale, taking both hands down onto the ground, staying with your feet just as they are, and feeling into that side stretch on the outside of the left thigh. One breath here. Slow breath. Slowly lifting that leg off the mat, stepping in between both hands. Coming all the way back down into our low lunge, reach up. Only gonna flow once. Exhale, push back, extend the left leg, flex the left foot. Inhale, we come all the way back to the front. Tuck the back toe and start to lift the right knee off the mat. Slow breath here, deep breath. On your next exhale, come into your airplane arms. Move forward, bow down. Deep inhale, we rise. Exhale, we bow. 2 more times. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we bow down, maybe interlacing our hands behind our back. Bowing down even further. Reach up with your hands towards the sky. Once again, finding that balance, that stability in our legs here, pulling the feet apart from each other, pulling the left hip towards the back, and reaching up and high with our arms. Next inhale, we come all the way up, and we start to push all the way into our first balancing pose here. Standing balance, I must say. Left foot is strong in the ground. We reach up. Our right knee is in front of us. You can hold on to your knee if you like, pulling the knee close towards the chest. Slow breath here. Deep breath. And from here, we're going to release that again and start to make a big circle with that knee all the way behind, crossing over and then bowing down. Taking that knee in that same range of motion all the way back towards the front. One more time, big circle. Step all the way behind, bow down. All the way back up. And balance. From here, slowly shifting our way towards the front. Little warrior 3 here for 1 step or 1 breath. And slowly step all the way back. High lunge. Exhale, right hand comes down towards the ground. We reach the left arm up towards the sky. Easy twist with the lifted knee here. Exhale, both hands come down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Slow breath. Find length in your spine. Tailbone reaches up. Knees can be bent here. Try to really find that length in the spine, opening up the shoulders, allowing the chest to sink closer towards the thighs. And inhale, plank position. Chaturanga. Into your up dog here, lifting the knees and the thighs off the mat. Look up. Exhale, push back down dog. Slow breath here. Deep breath. Slowly coming all the way back onto all fours. Transitioning to the other side here. Once you're ready, left leg reaches up. Right arm in front. You come towards the center 1 time. Inhale, we find length. And slowly releasing the right hand down, pivoting into our side plank variation. Let me just pivot again for you guys. Slow breath here, finding that expansion. Coming towards the center 1 time. Inhale, finding length. Option to stay like this, or option to grab your hand with your ankle with your hand, pushing that foot into the hand, opening up the front side here, feeling that stretch in the front of your body, in your shoulder. Last breath here. Slowly releasing that bind again, releasing the left foot all the way down. Starting to find a stable position here. And once you're ready, lift the right knee off the mat and step forward, coming into your falling triangle pose. Push the hips up here. Left arm reaches up. Slow breath. Exhale, both hands come down onto the ground. Staying with the position of the right leg, feeling into that stretch on the outer edge, the outer sides of your right thigh. Last breath here. From here, slowly lift up. Step all the way back. Down dog. Lift the right leg up again. And step with that right foot in between the hands, coming into your low crescent lunge. Deep inhale here. Exhale, we push back. Half split. Deep inhale, we come back towards the front. Tuck the back foot. Lift the back knee off the mat. Find your stability. Pull the right hip towards the back. Feel the feet strong in the mat. Exhale, we bow down. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we bow. 2 more times. Last time. Next time, if you want to, you can interlace the hands behind your back and start to fully bow down here. Finding that stability. Finding that humbleness. Feeling the feet working. Reaching up high with our arms. Slow breath. Slowly release all the way back up. And slowly start to shift your weight all the way towards the front of the mat. Lifting that knee high. Feeling the feet strong in the ground. Exhale. Take your hands towards the knee. Push it close towards the chest. Slowly find your balance again. And start with that circle off that knee, off that left hip. All the way around. And down. All the way back up. One more time. All the way back up. One more breath here, really feeling that growth, that strength. And then transitioning through our warrior 3 here, all the way back onto the mat. High lunge. Left hand reaches down, easy twist. And exhale, both hands come down, step back. Down dog, 2 breaths here. Feel the hands strong in the mat, the feet strong in the mat, that triangle pose in your body. 1 deep breath here, slow breath. Round the spine, come into your plank. Exhale all the way down. Chaturanga. Inhale. Coming to your up forward facing dog. And exhale, push back down dog. Slow breath here, deep breath. On your next exhale, bend the knees. Hop all the way towards the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release down. Take a couple of deep breaths here, slow breath. Allow your back to release any tension, your neck. And from here, vertebra by vertebra, start to stack your spine on top of each other. I'm going to turn towards the front so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to come into another balanced pose, arms reach up. Right knee lifts off the mat. Option to stay here. Option to open up that hip. Deep breath here. Slow breath. This is a tree pose variation. With a little bit more strength, you can always place that foot down if it's too difficult to stay on one foot, but I invite you to embrace that challenge. It's okay to wobble a little bit to really feel the roots growing from the left foot down into the ground, the branches from your right leg, your both fingers, not both fingers, both hands, really reaching up. And then we're going to finish our circle again, coming all the way across, releasing the left hand down, reaching over. You'll feel a similar sensation as in the beginning of the class, creating that space in the right rib cage. Slow breath. From here, coming all the way back up, making that big circle one more time. And from here, slowly crossing over with our right foot. Maybe even coming all the way around with our eagle feet. Slow breath here. Deep breath. Just trying to stay here for one more breath. Finding that balance. Coming all the way back up to center. And from here, slowly releasing your hands down onto the mat. Reaching the right foot up towards the sky. Releasing it down. Placing both hands down onto the mat. Lifting that back knee off the mat. And releasing the knee, coming back into our side plank variation. Lifting arm and leg up, coming close to center, finding expansion. Maybe grabbing that foot again, pressing into the hand, opening up. Slow breath. From here, option to release or option to try to pivot back into the center, trying to lift up even more with that foot. Last breath here. Deep breath. Coming all the way back to center. Back foot releases down onto the ground. We lift up. We pivot. Fallen triangle. Push those hips up towards the sky. Come all the way back to center. Feel that stretch on the outside of your left leg. And from here, we're going to bend that left knee. Come all the way down into our pigeon pose. Trying to flex that left foot of yours. Find the balance. Try to keep your hips aligned and center. Rising up. And exhale. If you want, you can come down onto your forearms. Surrender down. Try to really breathe into your hip, into your glutes. Allow your body to surrender. Maybe even coming all the way down. Just try to find your level right now. Deep breath. Slow breath. Really feeling that release in our hips here, allowing any emotions, anything that might come up for you right now to be there without attaching to it, just allowing it to be and then to go away again. Fully finding that groundedness here, that connection to the earth below. That safety off the ground, that stability, that trust within ourselves, so that whenever we need it, we can rise, we can move from that, we can expand from that while keeping our center. One more deep breath here. Slowly coming all the way back up. Lift the back knee off the ground. And start to shift all the way back into your down dog, taking 1 or 2 deep breaths here, finding length. You're welcome to also move your hips a little bit. Just trust your body here right now. Do what feels good. Once you're ready, Start to look towards the top of the mat. Bend your knees, hop all the way toward the front. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bow down. Deep inhale, we come all the way up to standing. We have one more side to do. On your next inhale, slowly start to lift your left leg up. Finding strength, finding stability here. Always okay to wobble. Find a drishti point where you can find focus, where you can look at. Option to stay like this, or option to open up that hip into our tree variation here, feeling the hip opening. Once again, option to release the foot down, or option to come into that little challenge. Slow breath here. Deep breath. Exhale, finishing that circle behind you. Release the right hand down. Come into that side stretch. Breathe into the left side of your ribcage. Slow breath here. Deep breath. Coming all the way back to center. Find your balance. Option to stay here. Option to come into your eagle legs. Wrapping that left leg up and over the standing leg, bending the standing leg a little bit. And just finding that balance. Taking one more deep breath here, slow breath. Come all the way back out of that balancing pose. And release. Your hands down onto the mat. Left leg reaches up. Step all the way towards the back of the mat. Release your hands down. Lift the knee off the ground. Balance here. And slowly release the right knee down. Come into your pivoted side plank. Slow breath. Maybe lifting arm and leg off the mat. Coming close towards the center. Inhale, expand. Maybe finding your foot, pushing into that foot. Slow breath. Deep breath. Option to stay here, to release the bind and shift all the way back to center. Or trying to keep that bind. Pushing even more into that foot, into that hand. Slow breath here. Release all the way back. Take your left foot back down onto the ground. Knee lifts up. We shift towards the side. Extended side angle. Arm reaches up, hips reach up. Finding strength and stability. Exhale, both hands down onto the ground. Feel that stretch one more time here. And slowly start to shift into your pigeon pose on the other side. Right foot is flexed. Try to keep your hips aligned. Maybe put a cushion or a block underneath that right bum cheek. Reaching up, finding length. And exhale, bowing down. Really breathing deeply into those hips, into those glutes, allowing the body to relax, to surrender, to let go. Maybe even coming all the way down onto the forearms. Just be here with yourself for a little bit. Tune in. Allow any sensations, any emotions, any feelings to come up. Try to just observe them without any judgment. And then allow them to ease away again. Deep breath into that hip. Slow breath. Finding that center, finding that groundedness within yourself. One more deep breath here, slow breath. Slowly place your hands back onto the ground. Come all the way up. Lift the back knee off the mat. Step back, down dog. Once again, option to move around here for a little bit. And once you're ready, look towards the front of the mat. Take your knees in front of you. Come into a seated position. We're going to take our feet towards each other. Allow the knees to fall towards the sides. Find length in your spine here. Maybe even sit on the block. Allow the knees to fall open. Deep inhale here. Exhale, we bow down, we round the spine. Inhale, we find length. Exhale, we bow down. 2 more times. Deep inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale, we look up. Exhale, we bow down. Coming all the way back up to center. From here, we're going to take our left leg long. Right leg comes across and over. Finding that length again in the spine. Wrapping our left arm around the right knee. Right arm reaches towards the back. With every inhale, we rise, we lengthen. With every exhale, we twist a little bit more, maybe even looking towards that right hand behind you. Slow breath here. Deep breath. All the way back to center. Releasing both legs, find length. Exhale, release down, forward fold. Just using this one as a transition, this fold, this length. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Leaving that right leg long, left leg reaches across and over. Right arm wraps around. We come into our twist on the other side, finding length and finding that twist. Imagining our roots to ground ourselves, our spine to reach up towards the sky, and our spine to its twist at the same time to find that range of motion again, that freedom of motion. All the way back to center. One more time, forward fold, you reach up. Exhale, we bow down. Stay here for 2 breaths. Slow breath. Come all the way back up. And once you're ready, vertebra by vertebra, you can release yourself all the way down onto the ground here, finding your final position, your Shavasana, corpse pose. Finding that surrender again. Full surrender this time. No need to let go, to hold on to anything. Allow yourself to fully be there, to fully give yourself to the earth below. And just connecting to yourself here through the breath, feeling the body become heavy, sinking into the ground. Finding that balance again, feeling the lightness as well in the body. Always allowing the polarities to be there to help us find our center. Allowing to surrender, to let go. Allowing to rise, to be light, to expand, to move in freedom. Today's class was mainly centered around that sweet balance that we can learn from the trees, staying grounded to reach up high, staying grounded to move and dance with the wind, but always staying stable while never losing our connection. And I invite you to use this concept in your daily lives, wherever it may help. Always moving from that center of trusting, of feeling grounded, of feeling stable, of feeling secure within yourself. And then from there, allowing yourself to bloom, to reach, to grow in all the different directions. Expanding, flowing with the wind, flowing with whatever may happen in your life without losing touch to the ground. I invite you to take a deeper breath here, finding your way back into your body. And once you're ready, you can start to move your fingers, your toes. You can roll to one side. Find your way all the way back into a seated position. You're going to take one deep breath all together. Deep inhale through the nose, you reach all the way up. Place your hands together, reach them down in front of your heart. If you want, you can bow to yourself. You can thank yourself for taking time today, this morning, to move, to practice, to do something good for yourself, to practice mindfulness, consciousness, awareness. With that said, I say thank you so much for joining me. I'm super happy that you decided to be with me today. And with that, I say namaste. And I'm hoping to see you sometime soon.